Hello everyone and welcome to Rags to Riches episode 5 with Dartford, and coming up today we have a couple of games that we should definitely be winning. So we've got Dulwich Hamlet at home and then Eastbourne Borough away from home. Now you've probably already noticed on the left here, the league table, we have been doing very well since our wins against Chippenham and Braintree last time out. If we go to the schedule, you can see this is where we had our 2 games in the last episode. And then since then, we have won all but 2 of the games we've played. So the guys we lost against were Oxford City, who we lost 4-2 against, which is pretty disappointing, but I mean, they are 5th in the league, so they are a pretty decent team. And then we lost 1-0 against Concord, and they had a player sent off. Now that I was very disappointed by, because as you can see at the moment, Concord are sitting in 21st place. So yeah, definitely a game we should have been winning, that one, but it doesn't matter too much because we find ourselves in first place. We've already secured a playoff position, and we are 6 points ahead of second in the league, Havant and Waterlooville. So really, this league title is ours to lose. What's quite interesting is how little draws we've had. We have had 4 draws in total. And, I mean, that's not unusual for the guys sort of lower down, but, I mean, Havant have had 13 draws and only 6 losses, whereas we've lost 10. So, since last episode, we have actually got rid of 2 players, mainly because they wanted to go, and we probably weren't going to be using them next season, so we might as well cash in while we can. So, the people that we have got rid of are Marvin Herschel. We managed to sell him for £1,000, which is very good. He had pretty poor potential. It says here like 3.5 stars, but to be honest, it really wasn't all that. In the games he did play, I mean, he only played 5, so that tells you everything you need to know, but he did get a 6.7 rating, so not great. And then the other guy that we have got rid of is Cameron Brodie. He's actually gone out to Grays on a loan. I think he hasn't even got that good potential, so yeah, we just thought no point us paying his wages when he's just not going to play for us. He literally played no games for us at all. So we managed to send him off to Grays, and they're paying his £100 a week until it expires, where we are very unlikely to be renewing his contract. But in terms of contracts, the reason we are back right now for this episode is not because we've got 2 exciting games coming up against Dulwich and Eastbourne, although that is also true. It is because we've been offered a new contract. They clearly like the progress, perhaps a little premature because, I mean, we've secured playoffs, so we've done what they wanted, but we haven't actually won the league yet. But nonetheless, they've offered us a new contract on £825 a week, which, if we have a look, is exactly what we already were on. So not really much of an upgrade. You'd expect after a year they would be giving us a pay rise, but we will try and ask them for a pay rise. Bear in mind that if we get promoted, we'll instantly get a 15% pay rise anyway, so not too much of an issue. And we definitely are going to try and go in for this contract, because realistically we wouldn't be looking to move on clubs after only 1 season, so we might as well see what we can do. We're going to go in at 900, which I very much doubt they're going to accept. They'll drop it back to 825. We'll go 875. They're happy with that. There we go. We got ourselves a £50 a week pay increase, which should then go up by 15% if we get promoted. Another thing I should mention is we are likely to be losing our 2 best players. So we'll go with Pierre first. He is currently unwilling to enter contract negotiations because he says that he doesn't want to discuss a new contract at this time, as it would be on inferior terms to his current deal, which is fair. But he's also wanted by Crawley and Gillingham, who would definitely be able to afford to pay him a lot more than we are. And on that front, Asante is leaving us. Very sadly, we did try and offer him a new contract, but he's actually going to Asante Kotoko. So he's actually going to a club that has the same name as him, which is interesting. But they've offered him like £4,000 or £5,000 a week. As you can see, he's currently earning £220 a week, so we would be getting absolutely nowhere near. And this is what he said when we tried to renew his contract. He said he wouldn't be interested because he feels the club lacks the financial muscle to even get close to his demands. Which is entirely fair, because it's true. It is game time. So the team we are fielding against Dulwich is Asante up front, as usual. And then Coulson, Pierre, Carruthers, Hume, Lovett, Krasinski, Bonner, Sam Clark, and then Wilkes in goal. So we do have a highlight. It looks like he's going to be Dulwich, and they've scored already 15 minutes in. This is not a good start to the game. Not at all. So you had Raymond there on the free kick, putting it in to Holland, who gets his header saved, but unfortunately the rebound wasn't far enough, and Holland was then able to just tap it in. Not ideal. We have another highlight, and it starts with Dulwich's keeper. We managed to get the possession, though, and Asante is on the ball. What can he do with it? He tries to give it to Coulson, but they've played advantage for some reason. There was clearly no advantage there. They're sort of just putting it in the air at the moment, and our guys seem to be unable to tackle. Come on, Bonner. Do not let him get through. What is happening? How is Bonner already on a yellow card, by the way? Kalana. Acres of space over there for Charles Cook. Puts it in to Mills, and we're 2-0 down. 23 minutes in. This is a game we most definitely should be winning. Haven't a winning their game against Concord at the moment, which doesn't help. Another highlight for Dulwich. Raymond putting it in. Wilkes does manage to get his hands on it this time, though. What's he going to do with it? Is he going to pass it along to side, or is he just going to boot it over the top, trying to get onto Asante? Carruthers picks it up. What can he do with it? Can he do the through ball? He actually goes for a shot himself. And it wasn't far off. I think a through ball to Asante would have been better there. But not bad attempt on goal, to be honest. And that is half time. I'm not angry, just disappointed at you. That's what we're going to tell him. Right, come on. Another highlight starts with their keeper, which is worrying because they scored from the last time that happened. And it's Mills again, and he's in, and that's going to be 3-0, isn't it? Nope, because Wilkes actually manages to make the save, but it is going to be a corner. We concede so many corners that I'm quite scared here. Raymond puts it in. We manage to get it out, but it's not away from danger. Pierre tries to boot it up the field, and he's actually going to try and outrun the defender here, which he does manage to do. And that's a foul. Is that a red? No, it's a yellow card. Okay. Hume puts it into the middle, tries to get it onto Bonner, but he's not able to get it. Wood is going to be running it down the flank here. Onto Raymond. Long ball trying to get onto Mills, but Krasinski manages to pick it up. Keeps it in play as well. It's very close to ending up going off for a throw-in. Coulson has found Pierre in a lovely bit of space. Can he put it through? No, he can't. Those are the sort of goals we need to be scoring. Anyway, we got Hume on the corner. Whips it in, tries to get onto Asante. He does, but the keeper manages to make the save, and it actually goes off for a throw-in. Krasinski onto Lovett. Over to Pierre, and Pierre has put it in the goal, and we're 2-1. 2-1, come on. We've still got time. Still got time to draw level here. Another throw-in for ourselves. Krasinski onto Asante. Over to Pierre, and I'm speechless. We've just drawn level. Pierre has scored twice in a matter of minutes. If he can get a third for us, that would be brilliant. Oh no. Highlight for them, but it's fine. Wilkes has got it in his hands. What's he going to do with it though? That's the question. Rolls it out to Essam. On to Hume. Through to Pierre. Through to Asante. Are we going to make it 3-2? No, he tried to chip the keeper and it didn't work. Oh, that was it. That was going to be it. Look at our XG. 85 minutes in. Let's make some subs. We haven't really got anyone to sub, but we'll sub off Nathan Cameron for Bonner because we really cannot be affording any red cards here, and Jordan Winter for Clark. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's encourage. Let's encourage. Go attacking. We've got 4 minutes. Oh my God, very last minute highlight for Hume. Come on. Come on, Hume. You could do this. You can make it 3-2. I believe in you. Oh, Asante. Asante. And that's gone off for a corner. Okay. Literally the most last minute this could possibly be. We're into the 96th minute of 4 stoppage time. The Havant Concord game is at 4-2. Hume over to Lovett. That's gone to no one, but Coulson's still got it. And that's going to be the end, isn't it? 2-2. We got 3 XG. We should have won that game. We really should have won that game. Once again, though, the pairing of Asante and Pierre, absolutely perfect. Pierre getting the 2 goals, Asante getting the 2 assists. Sadly, we're going to have neither of them next season. Okay, so the team we are fielding against Eastbourne Borough away from home is exactly the same as the last one, apart from the fact that we put Cameron in centre defence instead of Essam because he had a pretty terrible game last game. And then we put Winter on right back. Right, 10 minutes in. Hume is on a free kick. He's probably going to go for the shot here. And he actually forces their keeper to make a save, which means we've got a corner. It's going to be Hume on the corner. What can he do with it? Whips it in. Nobody's able to get to it, but Lovett does manage to keep the ball. Onto Winter, back onto Lovett. Back onto Winter, who has been dispossessed, but it's fine. Although they do have a corner here. And it goes over the top of the goal. We have another corner 23 minutes in. It is Hume once again, and Asante puts it into the right-hand side of the net. And we're 1-0 up. Hammond is on the ball. He's going to whip it in, trying to get it onto the head of whoever that is. They've still got the ball here, and somehow that didn't go in. And half-time, still 1-0. They've had 1 shot on target. We've had 6. Overall, though, it's been pretty level, I would say. We're going to tell them we're happy with a number of shots on target, and that's made them quite happy. Havant are currently winning their game against Weymouth. We've got Hume on the free kick. No one's able to quite get to it, but Lovett does manage to recover the possession. Hume once again onto Asante, but that was not threatening the goal this time. An immediate highlight with the keeper of Eastbourne. Sends it very, very long. I don't know where our defenders have gone. Gravita is through on goal, and Wilkes manages to make the save. Very, very crucial save. But it does mean Eastbourne have a corner. It's going to be Hammond taking it. He puts it in, and we just about managed to get by. I think we're just going to slow the tempo down a little bit here. Bonner is having a terrible game, so we're going to bring him off for Essam. What on earth is going on here? Wilkes is a million miles out of his box. They're back on the ball. Barry over to Lur. Cameron. Oh, hits the post. And we are just about okay, but it's going to be another throw-in for Eastbourne. They had threatened many, many times here. On 83 minutes in, they've got a highlight, but we managed to get the ball back. It's fine. Carruthers. Onto Krasinski. Very long ball trying to get onto Asante, but we managed to get it back. Hume might be able to find Pierre here. Back onto Asante. Nothing of it, though. Coulson. Carruthers. Hume. Oh, we can't be giving it away there. Another long ball. It's just going everywhere, but Pierre's going to be able to get it. And 2-0. I think that has got it. Oh, but it's offside. I thought that was 2-0. I thought that was it. That was over. Clearly not. Right, let's make some substitutions. Marcus Sablier for Carruthers once again. And bring Roberts on for Asante because he is definitely out of... Oh, I can't. You can only make 3 subs. I always forget. Oh, no, there's a highlight. There is a highlight, 87 minutes in. And Greta is through all of our defenders. I don't know why I say Greta. It's Gravata. And he's through again. It's just... Oh. How does that happen? 87 minutes in. What are our defenders doing? Right, we are going as attacking as we possibly can. That's full-time 1-1. 2 draws. And with that, our pretty big lead we had at the top of the table and the beginning of this episode has shrunk to only 2 points. Thankfully, the teams we are still to play are definitely lower down. But I mean, we just drew to 2 teams that are lower down on the table. Hempstead and Eastbourne. That's the worst way to get a draw as well. It's the worst way to lose 2 points. But that is it for this episode. Next time out, it's probably going to be... Well, I mean, it's definitely going to be the St Albans and Hampton and Richmond game. If we get to there and it's basically a done deal somehow because Hampton have just dropped a load of points, then I'll probably just do the Hampton game. But if it's still as tight as it is, then we will do these 2. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that fantastic stuff. And I'll see you next time.